For a long time, there was this LeBron James isn't clutch. And yesterday, he had the key three, the key steal, the key rebound to win the game. I've always thought LeBron's clutch. But I'm always very cautious about, clutch statistics because there's two things that you have to remember about these numbers. For instance, Paul George is 2-32 all-time in game-winning shots. Yesterday, his last shot right here, he shot an air ball. I think we could all admit Paul George doesn't feel like the same player in the last minute of a game. Maybe he has a little bit of anxiety. We'd also acknowledge that Tom Brady almost always feels clutch. So I do think there are players. Derek Jeter, for instance, was considered clutch, but Jeter didn't get better in crisis. He just maintained his .315 batting average. A-Rod didn't hit generally on average as well as he did the rest of the year. Remember these two things when you see basketball clutch statistics. Kobe's aren't very good. Is that two things happen. First of all, referees often with a minute to go do not want to decide a game. So referees allow a lot more physical contact late in games. That's what the analytics don't tell you about clutch stats. Referees, you watched the NBA Finals last year. You watched that steal by LeBron James yesterday. There was some contact. Is it a foul? Well, in the NBA playoffs, the longer the playoffs go, the more is allowed. So that they don't mention that in the clutch stats. Refs let more go. There's more physicality. That benefits a strong guy like LeBron James. The second thing is that players, this is another one of these things that analytics can't tell you about. Players play better defense in the last minute of a basketball game. There's absolutely no question with a minute to go and LeBron's on the floor. LeBron's facing the most intense defensive heat. He's often facing trapping. He's often facing a double team. You'll move somebody on LeBron. You'll have the big stay at home so he can't get to the basket. So none of the analytics tell you that. So first of all, I hate using the word choker. It's just an overused word by fans. Greg Norman, he gagged, he choked at the Masters. After that, Chris Webber called the timeout at Michigan, he choked. Now, Chris Webber is a 19-year-old kid in college in a loud stadium. I've called a timeout in high school basketball games. I thought we had one more. You don't always know the timeout situation. They asked Donovan McNabb once about the overtime rules in the NFL. He's like, I don't know them. Like a 19-year-old college basketball player knows all the timeouts left. A lot of times they don't. So I would just caution you. To me, here's what a clutch player is. Like, for instance, everybody loves Russell Westbrook. You do realize in the playoffs, he's shooting 25% on threes. Is that clutch? I mean, do you trust Russell Westbrook taking a big three with a minute left? I don't. He hit one yesterday. He also had 3 misses and a near air ball. Here's Russell Westbrook taking jumpers yesterday. He was clanking them everywhere. He hits one big three and everybody goes, oh, Russell Westbrook's great. Yes, Russell Westbrook had 3 misses and then he got one. So is he clutch or not? So it just depends. I think here's the answer to it. When you have a favorite player, does it feel like he can maintain, not be better than, can he maintain? Derek Jeter's the classic example, Tom Brady again. You never feel like with Brady, he's bothered by the pressure. He's not necessarily better in pressure. He's not bothered by it. I always felt Peyton Manning clenched his teeth a little in pressure. I felt A-Rod clenched his teeth a little in pressure. I think Paul George clenches his teeth a little bit in pressure. With LeBron James, I don't care. With Kobe Bryant, I don't care what the numbers say. Kobe Bryant had the same form and the same confidence. 9 seconds left, 9 minutes left. I don't care what the numbers say on Kobe. I've been seeing Kobe live in a lot of big games. He shoots with the same confidence. 9 seconds, 9 minutes, 9 days left in the regular season. When you watch LeBron James outside of that Dallas Mavericks series, when it was a disaster. I watched LeBron take those shots yesterday. Looks the same in the first as it does in the fourth, as it does with 40 seconds to go. That, to me, is clutch. It's not about do you get better. It's do you maintain your level. Meaning, the anxiety in the moment doesn't puncture your spirit or your confidence. Jenny with the news.